if you discover the way to stop reacting to the present as the extension of your past, then a wonderful thing can happen. Like a true fundamental shift in your being can happen when you get present and stop reacting just as a continuation of the way you've reacted in the past, as an ongoing pattern that gets you nothing more but more of the same. For instance, the present reaction of resentment builds upon the original suggestion, the original adoption of how to respond to life, how to handle or deal with any situation. You learned it, you adopted it, you took it on, you inherited it perhaps, or it got implanted in you, like a subtle suggestion that like unconscious. It's automatic. This is how I react. Someone's being a jerk, someone's being an a-hole, you just automatically launch. And it's force, not power. I like Aristotle's definition of power. Aristotle said power is the ability to be and let be. But again, the solution lies in breaking this power of stress, the power that stress has over you. And again, we're talking about people stress, because people stress is really what determines our quality of life. We're talking about stress through people, and we're included in that. We're one of those people in people. We stress ourselves out, but it's often rooted in our reactions to others. I have found a way to break that spell of just unconscious automatic pilot reaction to stress. The way I found to break that spell is by reconnecting a person to his or her original innocence, to his or her original self, original person, perhaps the person you were when you were born. There's an innocence, there's an inner sense of self that's whole, complete, unbroken, nothing lacking, the natural integrity, a natural, uncontaminated intuition, sense of life and self and others. And that sense, the original self, I say, is also, that self is rooted in love. If you look at little kids, there's this a natural propensity toward love and coming from love until that gets somehow snatched away, taken away, or just some kind of separation from that innocence. But coming back to innocence, so this can be accomplished by a simple technique, a simple exercise, a simple practice. Simple, not simplistic. And I say the power of this practice that I'm speaking to is its simplicity. The simple quality of this practice is its power, and it brings you back to yourself. You don't need a support group. Consider that. I mean, maybe you have the right kinds of people around you. Certainly that is important. That's pretty essential, because we're talking about the source of this problem is perhaps in dealing with angry people out there around you in your life and environment. But again, the solution lies within yourself. It's already here. That innocence, that essential self, it's already here. So it needs no support group or community in that sense. To come back to it, it's just a very simple way to relearn or rediscover or uncover, unveil, unconceal the way to connect to our original selves and disconnect from the overreacting self, to disconnect from that self, the overreactive self, to disconnect from anger, resentment, and all the manifestations that come out of resentment, bitterness, benevolence, blame, fault, judgment, make wrong, righteous indignation. Yeah, I mean, look, you can keep all those things. I'm not saying not to, but I am saying maybe wake up and be really present and responsible for the repercussions of going either way. Just take a look at your life and how's it working out for you. And if you're overwhelmed in stress, fear, anxiety, depression, suppression, disconnection from self, from others, isolation, just take a look. Is resentment the root problem? Could be. I invite you to take a look and just consider the possibility that resentment is the source of a lot of outer problems, and then society and all the experts come to the rescue, all the influencers come to the rescue with their behavior modifications, dealing with symptoms. So here, what I'm bringing forward for you to consider is the underlying substance, and that you have the power to transform the underlying substance that may be causing a lot of problems out in your life. So through meditation as a way of waking up and getting present to what's actually going on with you, like actually meditation as a submission to a power greater than yourself, your creator. Meditation as an access to live from creator, a higher power, rather than just living from the creature, the reactive, the body sensations, emotions, just think, feel, react, feel, think, feel, react, body sensations, pain. Not to dishonor creature. The creature gives feedback, the body, mind, emotional body. To go beyond creature to creator, the creator of the universe, the elements of earth, fire, water, air. Through meditation, we can become calm in the face of confusion and cruelty, intimidation. Consider that. And by remaining poised, to have your inner posture poised and composed, centered in the face of adversity, when you have that way of being, centered, you move, breathe, have your being from your center, and in the face of adversity, that it is in that moment that you starve the original root of implanted behaviors and their daily reinforcement, the implanted resentment or implanted suggestions, ways of being and doing, behaving reactively that you've adopted. You're not feeding that wolf anymore. The saying that, within us are two wolves, and one is good, one is evil in a sense. One is light, one is strength, one is virtuous, the other is dark, is fear-based, resentful, envious, reactive. Whichever wolf you feed, you strengthen. So when you are in the face of adversity, you don't bend, you don't go to pieces. Objectively, honestly, truthfully, not emotionally, not thoughtfully, but empty, almost like in the positive sense, empty. Like the Zen say, if someone shoots an arrow at you, don't be there. Or as Gandhi said, I will not allow anyone to walk through my mind with their dirty feet. Again, consider that the answer, the solution already exists within you, within each of us. It's right here. Where's it found? Yeah, right here in the present now moment. Where? Right here. When? Now. Within who? You and me. When we deal with life and adversity from this calm inner center, present tense, in real time, just right here in our power, natural self-control, we are actually starving the original root of those implanted behaviors, reactions, and the ongoing daily reinforcement of them. The synapses are being disconnected over time, perhaps, or you're just not feeding that animal, that beast, and we become free and in perfect control of our emotions. We don't give away our peace. We prioritize our peace, our inner peace, love, vitality. How? By not reacting, being from your center. When? Always right now. Where do you have this power? Where do you find this power? Within you. It's right here. And I'll point you to meditation, the practice of meditation as an access to waking up, to getting present, to breaking these past patterns of self-betrayal.